Hey YouTube, good evening. I'm pissed off. I missed the gym tonight. I'm not no muscle man. I go to the gym 3 times a week to stay healthy, mostly cardio. But I just couldn't. My spirit just wouldn't let me rest. So I have a few other comments I want to make about the situation with this Jay Wilson panel. So many things that irritated me, but people in the comments have drawn my attention to some things that maybe I just kind of breezed past the last time. First of all, this Jason dude, who I've got a serious dislike for at the moment, but him to come on there, I had to go to a certain part. Somebody guided me to a certain part when he called himself an intellectual. It's laughable. You're intellectual, but you're hanging around in what they're calling the Section 8 section. Really? These are who you were intellectual with? If you were intellectual, you would want to talk to other intellectuals, I would think. Who you thought those two people in those frames, those were intellectuals? Seeking lower companions, people you can get around so you can feel smart. But you have to go to the lowest denominators to feel smart. So you say, I'll hang around with the blacks, and that way I can feel important. I'm an intellectual. Be quiet, baby. Come here. You're not an intellectual, dude. Intellectuals talk to other bright people about important things. They don't come on panels with 5 people. And instead of talking about all of the crises this country's in, and all the issues in the world, and in the cities, and in the communities, and in the neighborhoods, and on YouTube, what they want to talk about is Tracy's eyebrows. You're about as intellectual as Jay Wilson. So he came on, and I went to the part where he popped up out of his chair, right? That's what got me to showing things and prices of things. Oh, this chair is $1867, something. All my pieces. What's wrong with these people? I just don't understand these people, honey. So what if I, Squeenie, would you stop, please? If I had a big mansion or something grand, whatever. Why would I want to be? Why would I want to be showing that off and comparing that with people who are on the lower, some would consider the lower echelon of society? How would I go on YouTube and all I talk to is black people? And not no intellectual black people either. And there are plenty around. No, I always go to the lowest denominator so I can talk down to people. So this boy, Jason, and Jay Wilson have a lot in common. Something else that offended me, when they were talking about somebody can't read, I didn't even know who the person was. I really don't even want to know who the person was. But to think that these people, he said he used to teach 2nd grade. Oh, that's 2nd grade education. Oh, she said the word wrong. Oh, sit up here and listen to this white boy. And I don't usually say white boy, but I'll use that here. I don't respect this person. Listen to this dude downing black people. And Jay Wilson just over there just, yeah, that's right. Yeah, your education is important. Reading is fundamental. These are the educators. That's probably why this boy is not teaching no damn where. Because of his personality. He's an idiot. And Jay Wilson, he keeps talking about all these damn degrees. That's probably why he's not teaching anywhere. Because if your approach to education is to get on YouTube and make fun of people because you think they have a reading disability, isn't that the whole point of teaching? Shouldn't these people of all people know something about dyslexia? Why would that be amusing? Why would that be funny? I don't get it. And I see a similarity in these two people's personalities. The intellectual. Jay Wilson couldn't hold a conversation with people who were true intellectuals. And I suspect neither could this other idiot. Jay Wilson, you got to do some real soul searching, boy. You're just all tore up. To think that you were a dean at somebody's school. Isn't that supposed to be a kind of a prestigious position? What are the other people who work with you? What do they think about this whole YouTube thing? I mean, what is this? You come in here and act like a little schoolgirl, talking about people. I mean, and the pettiest denominator, the pettiest things. But this is really a new low. If you are actually making fun of people who don't read well or who have learning disability or probably dyslexic, the descriptions, the symptoms or the characteristics you describe, it sounds like the person could be dyslexic. I'm dyslexic. I've written 5 books. I wrote 5 books in 12 years. No one's ever thought I was dyslexic when they read my books. It ain't the end of the world. Steven Spielberg is dyslexic. There are billionaires dyslexic. It's just a different way of learning. That's all that is. But you should know that. You're so much more interested in picking on people and picking people apart. And now you've got you a compadre. So me personally, I don't want to see either one of you together again. That would turn my stomach. Because he is a white version of you. And let's talk about race for a minute. It kills me when people, when they're white, right? When they're white. This is American concept, right? People get over here, their skin is light, then they're white. Their skin is dark, then they're, no matter where you came from. So I guess they're just Irish, same. When you go to Europe, they're all different, right? Depending on where they came from. But over here, they make them all white, right? When they had that Charlottesville, what were those people, those white people, what were they chanting, Mr. Jason? Since you're so white, what were they chanting? Who will not replace them? You're not beloved among white people. I'm sure they don't even consider you to be white people. But you're white when it's convenient for you to be white. If you're an intellectual, go talk to intellectuals. How smart are you around your own people? Why you gotta come over here? What is, I don't get it. Now, if you were just a guy who liked black people, I could accept that. I've had relationships with the people like that. They just like black people. I can understand that. But for you to come over here with an attitude like Jay Wilson, I said, well, goddamn. He's looking for people he considers under them so he can be above. Going in my apartment and calling my stuff junk because, for what? Who in the hell are you? To even have a comment about the way I live my life. You're an asshole. And just like Jay Wilson, you're another Jay Wilson. So let's not see you two partnering up together again, right? And Jay Wilson looks like a goddamn fool sitting up here giggling, laughing as this other fool is making fun of black people. You know they make fun of the way we talk. That one of the sure sign of racists, they have a lot to say about the way black people talk. The way we use our words. Only shallow, empty ass airheads like Jay Wilson, who wants to try to think he's in a different class. Like when they see him, they don't see black. They see, what do they see? Aubergine? You still see niggas. That's what they see. It's all about color. It doesn't matter how smart you are, how dumb you are, anything. They still see you as black. You think when they cops shoot black people, they ask them for their credentials? No, he was black. I didn't like his ass. Anyway, what else I have to say about this thing? His panel. Jay Wilson, receive this. You talk too goddamn much to have a panel. Everybody's always trying to get over your fucking voice. You can't share. You can't, you feel like you have to be heard. You're not a good candidate to have any kind of reasonable panel. You're supposed to be facilitating a conversation, not to be in the middle of every single conversation. People don't want to go in there and just hear you talk about Tracy's teeth. It's like a little child. Very offensive person. You have no respect for people, elder people, younger people, crippled people, people who can't read. You got no respect for nobody. Narcissists. All the personalities of a Donald Trump, except with no money. You're broke. Trump had people give him millions of dollars. That's why he got a jump start. People to pay his way through school. People to take tests for him. He could pull it off. But the characteristics of this narcissistic personality, it runs deep, doesn't it, boy? Very, very deep. There's so many similar characteristics between you and Donald Trump. I've said it over and over and over again. I believe it to be true. All your nicknames, all your putting down other people. What is Trump now? What is he accused of? Trying to get some dirt so he can talk about the Bidens. Jay Wilson, you talk too damn much to have a panel. You run your mouth too goddamn much. And there was somebody, whenever they resist talking to you, we hear these screaming matches. Screaming matches, and then all of a sudden you kick in with the coin. Oh, my bag, my bag. But you're the problem. You escalate all of the arguments. You don't make anything better. You're a terrible facilitator. Awful. That's why you couldn't teach anything. You couldn't teach anybody. You send them and say, oh, you didn't do that right. Oh, I'm smarter than you. I always got A's. Just an awful person. You're an awful human being. So I wanted to leave. Maybe I'll still make it to the gym, but I couldn't bear. Then I addressed you. You're teasing people with learning disabilities. Whatever they are. That is the least funny thing you've done yet. And then you're going to do it with this other asshole? Laughing at us? Laughing. That's why I call you a worthless piece of shit. I think I got it right.